Stupid cat. You're going to ask me, the guy who hates cats, to watch a cat? What kind of sense is that? None. That's the kind of sense it is. I don't even know this broad. Sure, we're neighbors, but so what? It's not like we're friends. She lives down the hall from me. She's pushing 100 years old. Meanwhile, I'm in my prime. You know what I did last night? Letitia Wilkins. Yeah, that's right. Letitia, aka the hottest intern in the entire company. I'm a busy guy. That's what I'm saying. You think these stocks are going to trade themselves? No, they are not. Meanwhile, I got a neighbor older than the Titanic asking me if I can feed her cats while she's away for the weekend. I tell her I'm busy this weekend, so the old broad starts shedding a tear saying that she asked all the other neighbors, none of them are around. All I gotta do is feed this cat once per day, she would be so grateful, yada yada yada. You know, this is the price I pay for being a decent dude. I gotta bust my hump all the way down the hall Friday, Saturday, Sunday to feed some cat who I've never even met and don't know nothing about. I had plans this weekend. For one, Letitia, I was going to ride that carousel again, baby, if you catch my drift. Two, I was going to grab a bite with Chester. There's this new sushi spot we're going to pregame at before we head to some new club down in Soho that's packed with college girls. College chicks love me because I got the cash and I'm not afraid to spend it. You only live once, right? I never understood these dudes that save all their money for when they get old and they can't enjoy it. What kind of sense is that? None. That's the kind of sense it is. If I wasn't nervous this old broad could keel over in my doorway, I'd consider not feeding the cat at all. Can you imagine? She comes home from whatever hell she went, probably a bingo tournament, walks in, sees her dead cat, then she croaks too. All of a sudden I got to talk to the cops about what might have caused her death. No thanks. Stress is very bad for your loins, and I need my loins at top speed for this influx of interns we got coming in for the summer. Hot to trot. Booyah. It's Thursday night. I just got home from a long day of crushing it. I made decent change today, because that's how I handle my business. Crushing it. Feeling generous, so I tell the old dame I'd be happy to feed her stupid cat. I didn't say stupid. So she smiles and calls me a sweet young man. This is my good deed for the spring. Now I gotta just remember to feed the damn thing. I'll set a reminder. As soon as I get back from grabbing a bite with Chester, it's hammer time. Julia, June, Judy? I'm trying to remember the name of the broad sitting next to me in bed. I'm 90% sure it started with a J. Maybe not 90, 70, 75. Anyway, she's stacked. I remember her saying something about acting on some show, a reality show, I think. It's pretty hazy. I don't know. The last thing that's clear in my head is me and Chester grabbing a bite at the fish tank. Damn, this broad even looks good in the morning. The hair, the legs, the cans. I just wish she'd stop talking. Keep the lips zipped and we'd have a winner. Instead, she's yammering. I do the whole, we should do this again sometime. Give me your number, blah, blah, blah. I save her name on my phone as Stacked Judi Dench. Get it? It's almost 11. Most jobs might get mad at you for showing up around noon. Not mine. If you bring in money, you can show up whenever you damn well please. I stroll in with a coffee bigger than my bicep, aka huge. I've been getting jacked for the summer. Those interns won't know what smashed them. Chester is in rougher shape than me. Turns out he went home with an interior designer, but, she had a roommate who was like, her husband. So this guy wanted to film them getting intimate. Chester ran out of there like a bat out of hell. I almost felt bad telling him my night went down with Stacked Judi Dench. Almost felt bad. We spent half the day making plans for the weekend. It had been a good week. None of the bosses were in the office. Around here, casual Fridays meant looking at your bank account and then lighting a big cigar on the roof. We'd look at all the other skyscrapers and think, suckers. So many people in this world busting their humps just to get by. If they only knew how green the grass could get. I hop on the horn for a couple client consultations, put a couple people at ease whose line is trending red. We talk strategy for next week, how to monitor risk, the usual mumbo jumbo. I'm just thinking about the weekend. My head is halfway out the door all day. And that's when I remember, the cat. I gotta feed the damn cat when I get home. How did she not have one other person in our building who could feed that thing? She's been living there since the dawn of time. Julio the doorman said she was one of the original residents. Speaking of Julio, why couldn't he feed the damn cat? I gotta remember to ask him when I get back. Meanwhile, I got Letitia wearing the highest skirt known to man, giving me Bangtown eyes every half hour. I hate when they get attached to me like that. She's pushing 22. Maybe she's more mature than the other interns. Who knows? Who cares? It's almost 6. Half the office was already gone. One more client consultation, and it was bon voyage. That cat, I'm trying not to let it bug me. I just didn't get a ton of sleep last night thanks to stacked Judi Dench. I could really use an early crash tonight, so I'm ready to rock with Chester on Saturday. I'll feed the cat when I get home. That way it's done with. Unless I see Julio. Damn, Letitia looks good. At least I know her name this time. Letitia. It's rare these days for me to wake up and not immediately want to kick the girl laying next to me out of my bed. What can I say? Letitia's a solid chick. Hot, but, they all are. Letitia's a pretty decent hang. She can drink like a fish and doesn't bust my chops for partying past midnight. This is how you stay young. Chicks like Letitia. You want a drink from the Fountain of Youth? Go to Bangtown with a hot intern. I didn't even plan to go out with her last night, but, this is my life. I'm waiting at the elevator. Letitia walks up next to me with those Letitia legs. Asks if I want to grab a bite. 12 hours later, I'm waking up next to her in my bed. My hangover's not even that bad, considering I don't remember anything past the shots of Jaeger. Letitia's asking me what I'm up to the rest of the weekend. This is what I'm talking about. Attachment. You take a girl to Bangtown one too many times and she turns into super glue. I tell her I got to go help my mom today. She says, I had to help my mom move last weekend too. I said, moving takes longer when they're old. She says, that's sweet. I say, nice cans. I don't say that, but I think it. What I say is, maybe we can get together next weekend. She says maybe. A game of maybes. That's how hotties communicate with each other. As soon as she leaves, I crash back into bed for some actual sleep. I need some solid Z's before me and Chester paint the town red, white, and balls. College is ending this weekend, which means the ladies are going to be out and ready to partay. I'm going to need my strength. Wasn't there something I had to do today? Oh, yeah. How am I forgetting? Oh, protein powder. Ran out of that PP. I've been a hardcore protein shaker lately. Damn. Forgot to pick some up yesterday. Whatever. I'll catch a nap and then run around the corner when I get out to grab the PP. Oh, there's nothing better than a nap. Well, not nothing. Going to Bangtown with a hot intern, making $1 million before turning 30, renting a yacht for the weekend just because you can? Yeah, those trump naps. I'm feeling good, refreshed, crisp. My mind is 100 times more clear than before the damn cat. You know what? Let me bang that out real quick, and then I'll get to the protein powder, and we can really get this weekend started. Want to know how I know I live in the nice building? The old broad with the cat? She left the door open. Imagine that. A building so safe that an old woman can leave her door open so that a neighbor she doesn't even know can go inside and feed her damn little cat? Reason number 50 that tells me I'm crushing it. That should be my Christmas card. My list of reasons that tells me I'm crushing it. It would be a lot less smug than people who send pictures of their kids. The hell am I supposed to do with that? Hanging on my walls? No thanks. It's only a matter of time till the kids become adults, and once that happens, there's a decent chance they turn into premium cut douche. I knocked on her door just to be safe. You never know with old people. Maybe she told me she was going out of town, then she forgot because her brain turned to mush and she's actually still in her apartment painting figurines or whatever the hell old people do to pass time. No answer, so coast is clear. I've been in my apartment for almost 3 years, and the only time I've ever seen this broad is real late at night. I'd be coming home 3 sheets to the wind, either solo or with my arm around an intern, and I'd see Miss Feed my cat coming or going. Always alone. I'm a little curious to see how this old dame lives. What's her place look like? Is there going to be framed photos of her and some sailor making out during Fleet Week back in the Depression? I gotta say, this isn't what I was expecting. I was expecting shag carpeting and tchotchkes up the wazoo. This old coot is pretty bare bones. Marble, well, everything. Not a speck of dust anywhere. There's no walls. It's just one open space. No bedroom? Huh. This is a freewheeling chick. She's got furniture centered toward the middle, all kind of aiming towards the middle of the space. Kind of like a circle. There's a bathroom, decked to the halls with candles. Kitchen is state of the art. Hell, it's even more modern than mine. Damn, I'm gonna step my game up apparently. Who knew Miss Dingbat was a baller? Here we go. A little note on the coffee table. Thanks for feeding Nico. He appreciates it. His food is on the kitchen counter. Please take 1/3 per day. Yada yada. His bowl is by the recycling bin. Thanks again. Sincerely, N. She signs her note as the cat? Ugh, nothing creepy about that. This is why I don't trust cat people. Cats are too easy. They sit there judging you all the time. They sleep all day. They've got those weird evil eyes. I'm a dog guy. Dogs got personality. The hell does a cat do? Squat. That's what. This bag of cat food is no joke. It smells better than the meat at Katz's Deli. In a big black Ziploc bag? All right, let's pour some of this prime time beef into the bowl, shall we? Still no sign of the... Oh, hello. Did we wake you up, princess? The cat finally showed up, staring at me from the middle of the room with its weird cat eyes. All right, Nico, have at it. Enjoy your cuisine. I gotta go to Bangtown with some recent college graduates. See you tomorrow, kitty. Bake. That's the name of the hot sushi spot. Sweet, right? Has like 5 meanings. Girls love multiple meanings. Let me tell you about Bake. Bake? Packed to the gills with primetime college hotties. All of them dressed to the nines. These girls can't get enough. Talk about a feeding frenzy. They all want the same thing. They want a father figure. And guess what? I already got the dad bod. Step on up, girls. Daddy is home. It's not even 10, and me and Chester are already 6 shots deep. We've been chatting up 2 hotties from Columbia, the university, not the country. Although one of them kind of looks like Penelope Cruz, so maybe she's a double Colombian chick. Who cares? The point is, it is on like Donkey Kong. I asked them if they want to head back to my place for a little after party. They nod because they know they're in the company of ballers. Time to step it up. Chester is full on making out with this chick in the Uber home. It gets so hot that they decide to ditch me and Penelope Cruz so they can go straight to his spot over on the Lower East Side. If I could feel my face, I would have tried to high-five him. It's for the best. Now me and Penelope can have our own privacy. I've got a stacked bar. She's swooning from my digs. Just like all the other chicks that come through since I moved here, I'm making 2 martinis over my kitchen when I hear her say, "I didn't know you had a cat." I paused mid-pour to make sure I heard that right. Huh? I could feel it before I even saw it. The cat, Nico, getting scratched behind the ear by Penelope. What the hell? How'd that thing get in here? Penelope giggles and asks what that meant. I tell her that's not my cat. It's my neighbor's cat that I'm in charge of for the weekend. She says how sweet it is because she loves cats. Well, all right then. Time for a little audible. I tell her I love cats too. She asked what I meant when I said, "How'd that thing get in here?" So I explained that I'm just a little confused is all, because I didn't bring the cat into my apartment. She says it's adorable that the cat missed me and had to come stay with me instead of being home alone. And, I agree. That is adorable, even though it makes no damn sense. Penelope is taking a picture of Nico's little necklace. She says that the design is cool. If I wasn't about to hit double digits in drinks for the night, I might have tried to put 2 and 2 together. Instead, I've got Penelope to concentrate on. This cat is being a real third wheel. It's just sitting there staring at me, even though Penelope is the one giving it all the attention. Stop staring at me, kitty. I don't say it. Stupid third wheel cat. I try to make a move. Penelope starts giggling and says she feels weird with the cat watching us. So I say, "Why don't we go to my room?" "Sorry, Nico. You gotta stay here, pal." I smile at the little dummy and then stick my hand out to give it a little love. You know what the little brat does? It ducks and weaves my hand without moving the rest of its body. Dumb spaz. Whatever. I've got 2 tickets to Bangtown and cats aren't invited. It's so awkward when I don't know their names. I feel bad, kinda. This chick is studying to become a nurse. If she was in school for marketing or business, something shady, I wouldn't care. But a nurse? Yeah, I feel kind of bad not knowing what her name is. I tell her I would buy her breakfast, but I gotta help my mom move in an hour. The amount of times I've used that mom moving excuse over the past year has to be in the dozens. It works every time. And then I hear it as she's leaving. Bye, Nico. The cat, it's still here. I walk out in my silk pajamas and look it square in the squinty eyes. How the hell did you get in here?
I've been here the whole time, Stuart.
Okay. Time to get some caffeine. Clearly the booze and whatever the hell that pill was that Chester gave me in the bathroom hasn't worn off, because it sounded like that cat just talked to me without moving its dumb little lips.
Feed me, Stuart.
All right. Not only am I still hearing things, but this frisky feline is blocking my espresso. Move, kitty.
My name is Nico.
Okay, espresso's on hold for the moment. I'm texting Chester to see what was in that pill. Ow! Damn kitty scratched my hand. Hey! No scratching. You want to get fed? You will treat me with some respect, kitty cat. Kit Kat? How have I never put that together? And I freaking love kitty cats. Ow! Damn, kitty just scratched my hand again. Hey! What did I just say, stupid cat?
No, Stuart. You're the one communicating with a cat through telekinesis.
Okay, I'm calling Chester. It rings once and the phone is knocked out of my hand. I'm 50% sure the cat just swatted my phone out of my hand, even though I didn't see it move. Air. Fresh air, that's what I need. Fresh air and some coffee. I move towards the door. Before I can, the cat has already blocked my path. It's sitting right there, staring at me, not moving. This little ninja's nimble.
Sit down, Stuart. This will be easier to accept if you are comfortable.
I've had some pretty gnarly trips in my life. There was that one time in Joshua Tree when we took shrooms and I dry humped a tree because I thought it was Blake Lively. That was dope. But this?
Focus, Stuart. You've become a burden on society. I'm trying to offer you meaning. Sit down.
I shake my head and try to move past it. Sorry, kitty. Stop talking to me. I'm gonna go get coffee.
Stuart.
I fell backwards on the floor. The cat was no longer little. It was big, right? Like much bigger, staring down at me. It put its top 2 feet onto my hands and its bottom 2 feet on my legs. It was pinning me down on the ground. And its tail, it looked like a fork, swaying back and forth, slowly brushing against my face.
You have been chosen for a reason, Stuart. My caretaker is growing old. Their time is limited. We've been watching you since you moved in. You have no family, no friends. You move through life like a shadow, as I do. A perfect pair, one could say.
I tried to move, but this pill was really kicking in. All my limbs went soft. I was transfixed by this dumb cat. Its eyes, its evil, squinty yellow eyes, they were so... I could see my entire life through these eyes. But there was so much more than that. I could see waves. Waves the size of skyscrapers. I could see skies on fire. I could see faces turning into dust.
I know what you want, Stuart. Money, power, respect, lust. I can provide those things for you. All that I ask in return is that you feed me.
My phone beeped. It was probably Chester. Finally, I could find out.
Yes, Stuart. We are now one. You fed me. I tasted your blood. Our bond is now sealed. You can either accept your role, which comes with fortune, or you can deny your fate, a life with extraordinary pain. Choose, Stuart.
What if it was true? What if this dumb little cat really could read my thoughts? Okay, Stu, clear your head, clear your... Knock at the door. Oh, please tell me this is real. Wait, I can move? Nico? Nico was gone. Whew, holy crap, that was intense. For a second there, I thought it was going to get weird. I sprung up off the floor to answer the door. Oh, it's Penelope. She's holding 2 big coffees. Hey, she says, I really like you. We could do that thing I always do, and I bet you always do, where we sleep together and then play games, hook up here and there, never really know who the other person is, treat each other like objects instead of people. But all that's going to do is make both of us feel less like people. So I figured I could get you a coffee and get to know each other like people. Is that cool? Wow. I hugged her. She probably thought that was super romantic and sweet, but I was desperate for a non-cat contact at this moment. I thanked her for getting me a coffee and invited her in. We sat down at my coffee table, which honestly was looking pretty weak after seeing my neighbor's table. You know how that first sip of coffee can be borderline euphoric? This was times 1,000. Penelope was beautiful. The way the morning sun hit her hair, oh my God, where's Da Vinci when you need him to paint something good? What a morning, holy cow. We talked actually talked, sober. She's in college, studying to be a veterinarian, not a nurse. Why do I think she was going for nursing? Either way, someone with a job that's actually noble? No wonder she loved that damn evil cat so much. Speaking of, where the hell was he? Kept waiting for him to pop out and third wheel again. But he didn't. So me and Penelope, we kept talking. We must have talked for damn near 3 hours. About everything and anything you could think of. Her real name is Lizzie, by the way. I only knew that because she showed me her Instagram. She hated Instagram, but the thing she wanted to show me actually had to do with the cat. That symbol on its necklace? I knew it looked familiar. I follow these really cool Japanese artists, and I found it, quickly. Felt like a sign I should grab us coffee and take my shot. So, anyways, it's Nekomata, which is a more advanced and malevolent version of Beku Neko. These cats often have forked tails and are known for necromantic abilities, like raising the dead to do their bidding. Nekomata can appear monstrous and huge, often terrorizing villagers. She started laughing and then sat back into her seat. She seemed a little embarrassing in that adorable Penelope way. Adorable Lizzie way. I'm not a big horror fan or anything. I just thought the artwork was really cool. Figured you'd want to know who you were feeding. I was smiling bigger than I can ever remember. Nekomata, huh? The more you know, right? I took another swig from my coffee, but it tasted bitter, really bitter. I looked inside and it was red. Dark red. What the hell? Oh my God, they're worms swimming inside the cup. Gah! I stood up and dropped the coffee into my less than stellar coffee table. Where the hell did you get this coffee? Dunkin' Donuts? Gross. Just like that, the sun went away. It got dark, real dark. I couldn't feel my legs anymore. Penelope was gone. Lizzie was... Oh no. The cat was back. My body slowly lowered onto the ground as the cat slowly walked towards me from inside the pitch black room. I could only see its eyes, its red eyes. As it moved slowly towards me, I could see its eyes double in size. The only noise I could hear were the menacing sounds of hissing. With each hiss, the room would start to vibrate. The eyes were now hovering above me as I lay motionless on my cold floor.
Did you like it, Stuart? The life I can provide you?
Whoa, wait a minute. I thought that wasn't real?
Of course it wasn't real, Stuart. You think a specimen such as Lizzie would come back with 2 coffees and try to know you better? As a person? Oh, Stuart, you naive little child. She used you for your bank account. That's all they want from you. Money. But I can change that, Stuart. I can bring you immense power. How you could only dream of. All I ask is that you feed me, Stuart.
Feed you? But I did feed you yesterday.
My supplies run dry, Stuart. I need you to prepare me a new meal. In return, I will make you the man you want to be, not the man you only pretend to be.
Okay, so what do you eat? Is it something I can order off Amazon?
No, Stuart. I have a very specific diet.
It took its tongue off my cheek. Its eyes were now inches away from my own. Which is what? What's your diet? What do you eat? Nico took a little pause and then said it.
Give Chester a call. I'd love to grab a bite.
And I thank you for the scars that we share, for the less of pain and the love that wasn't spared. Finally, I've seen it clear. Love hurts when we're still here. Torn pages of dreams and stars.